Good evening, fellow educators. Rolling Unified looks like the public school system in California has made it through our first week of coronavirus quarantine, as we talked about in yesterday's video. Thank you for everybody who's making this transition, doing our part to flatten the curve, because this is it's a serious virus, it's a serious illness, and we need to reduce the stress on our healthcare system and take care of our own health here. You know, Looking at questions that have come up this week, I think a lot of them go back to the governor's executive order last week, and that answers a lot of the basic things that we've heard. I think first, we are again in paid status. These years count towards the school year. Retirement is not impacted, and we're going to have to figure out a way to provide an education to the amount feasible. And I think that's what we're still in the process of kind of figuring this out and how we're going to do this for a longer period of time. A lot of people have asked, how long are we going to be out for? I think it's very clear to everybody this is going to go on most likely, clearly beyond spring break. I think we need to be a little bit patient to get more of a clear official date. I think we're still learning about the virus. We're learning about how long, the quarantine period and how long it's going to take to reduce that stress on the healthcare system. So I think there's just a little bit of patience there. To wait for like an end date. But prepare, this is going to take a while. Next thing that came up, I know there were a lot of questions yesterday about our advisory on using live video interactions with students. Just want to kind of clarify a couple of things. It is crucial that we understand that this is going to be a tool that a lot of us are going to want to use here in the near future. And it really, especially, when we get to this phase 3, we're going to need some sort of interaction with students. But there are still so many unknowns with the use of live video interaction with students, not only some of the legal ramifications that might be at play, but also understanding that students in many ways are way ahead of us on the use of technology and the way that it can be manipulated. And, I do believe part of our role in this is kind of providing sometimes a pump the brakes just a little bit and say, okay, let's think about how this is going to impact everything from our privacy to student privacy, their family privacy, and so forth. So hopefully we have some clear guidance on that in the coming days and weeks. Your union will be working with the district to come to some agreement on some of these changes to our working conditions and how we will address these in the coming days. So in order to provide some sense of normalcy, our union is going to try something next week. We are going to do a Zoom workout on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays in the morning and afternoon on those days. We're going to do one from 6:30 to 7:30 in the morning. Then we're going to do another workout from 3:30 to 4:30, and it's going to be on Zoom. And the code to get into those workouts are down below here in the comment and description section here. Also put that in the email. Encourage your friends to join. You don't have to have the video on. You can put it on black so people don't have to see you working out, but we'll have an instructor that the union's going to provide who is going to help come up with the workout that we could all do in our living rooms. It'll also be kind of a chance for us to give updates and talk to people and be kind of a place for us to connect as a union and come together in the mornings and afternoons because we're all going to be living a little bit of a different lifestyle. So I want to thank everybody for getting through this week. I know it has been a week ago. Friday is the day that we had to quickly tell our students that things were going to be different going forward. And now here we are a week later, and I think in many ways we've survived. Not only have we survived, but we thrived, I believe. And we're, I think, moving in many ways maybe a lot faster than we originally intended. And I think, we have to remind ourselves, take care of our own health first, let our students take care of what's going on in their world, and then prepare ourselves, especially after we get back from spring break, to be in a place to try to provide as consistent of an education that's feasible under our circumstances. So I want everybody to have a great weekend. Remember, we're going to try to keep a work week going here. It's Monday through Friday. Try to take your weekend, and then we're going to come back together Monday. Look for more information about our Zooms and other meetings that we have. And just thank you all for the work you're doing. Have a great day.